You're going to need a shallow baking dish, and you're going to need old cardboard tubes or bits of brown bag or newspaper. If you have small paper cups, those will work too. You're going to need like an old vase. The vase will be fine after we're done with it. It's just going to hold the shape for us. You can also use 2-liter soda bottles or water bottles. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's very similar to doing paper mache. You just need something to hold the shape, and then when you're done with it, you can go use your vase for flowers again. Okay, one of the things you probably don't have in your house, but you do have down the street in the grocery store, is this stuff called Vano or Stay-Flow. It's liquid starch. Now this is what people use to keep their collars starched and to make clothes stand up by themselves. We're going to use that process to starch some ghosts. The other thing from your grocery store that you're going to need that's not included with the kit is you're going to need some cheesecloth. Okay? So the first thing to do is to clear off a space and make sure you have a place for these ghosts to dry, because they take about a day or two to fully dry. Okay? And if you do need to reapply more starch, if they're not completely starched, if they're not stiff enough, then you need a place to do that too. So I'm going to do my work here, and then I'm going to transfer it outside. So fill your baking tray with your starch. Okay, and get yourself a pair of scissors because you're going to cut some cheesecloth. Alright, and so we have some cheesecloth here, and I'm just going to unroll my entire length, and I'm going to open it up so I can see the entire length. Often it's double and triple folded, and you want to open it up as much as you can. And once you have your cloth unfolded, you're going to go ahead and dip it in your laundry starch. And I notice I don't have enough in here to completely saturate and soak everything. So I'm going to add the rest of what I have, which is just enough. Okay, and you can reuse this laundry soap, which you don't use. And I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute while I build my model. Okay, to build the model, you're going to need a shape for the body of the ghost. And I have here a vase, and I'm going to have arms sticking out, so I can use a paper towel tube. And it looks like my tube is too large, so I'm going to cut it in half. Again, this is not the final shape of, this is not the final construction, this is just going to hold the shape. So I see I've got my paper towel tubes, and I'm going to use tape to stick them on. Okay, and another one to hold it up. And again, you don't have to use a vase, you can use a 2-liter bottle or something like that. Okay, so here's my ghost. And I'm going to drape the cloth all over him. Okay? And I've got another ghost here I'm going to prepare so I can show you, in case you don't have paper towel tubes, what else you can use. So I've got a vase, and I've got old paper sack from the grocery store. And I'm just going to twist it into a roll. Just like that. And now I can stick it on the side. Just like I did before. You can, I guess, have a 2-headed ghost if you want. Okay. If you have paper cups and you prefer just shorter little arms, you can stick those on as well. I'm going to do one more paper sack. Okay, so here we go. I have my 2 ghosts. They don't look too scary yet, so let's work on that part. All right, I'm going to do my work on a cookie sheet, so I can easily transfer it outside. Okay, so here's my cookie sheet. Okay, all right. So I'm going to get my baking dish that has my cloth in it that's by now very well saturated. And I'm going to try and find an end. And I'm going to drape it over my ghost. Now, it's amazing how much coverage you can get from one piece, one small bit of cheesecloth. An entire roll makes about 10 to 12 ghosts. And you can unravel it a bit and give it more of a a sheet appearance. And don't forget to put some on the bottom as well. I'm going to cut off what I'm not going to use right now. And definitely do not cut perfectly. This project is not about being perfect. Okay. And so I've got a bit over here. Once you have your ghosts completed, go ahead and put them in a safe spot, either up on a high shelf or outside on the back patio for them to dry. In a few days they should be stiff enough so you can just lift this off, and the forms underneath the vase and the cups and the paper will just fall away, and this will stay just like it is. You can put some googly eyes here, and you can spray it with glitter. You can light it up from the inside with Christmas lights, and you can put fishing line here, real thin nylon thread, and hang it from the ceiling so it looks like it just floats. And if you put it in a place where there's like a cool breeze, these will just gently sway in the wind. They're very, very cool projects to do. Anyway, go have fun, and I'll see you when we do our next experiment.